Okay, this video is how to replace rear brakes on a 2017 Ford Fusion. It's pretty easy. First thing you want to do is make certain that this parking brake is off. You want to make sure that it is disengaged. That makes a huge difference in these newer cars. Next thing you want to do is make sure that this cap is off. So that when the brake cylinder is wounded in or pushed in, it'll release some of that pressure. So remember to take that off. Make sure you have a stable jack. What I do is also place something up underneath as well, just in case the vehicle comes off. Steel toes, you never know. Always place this tire up underneath, just in case the vehicle comes down. And you want to always chalk the tire here so that it doesn't roll back. It's a pretty simple process. If you're handy, shouldn't take any longer than 30 minutes, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes on both sides. Tools that you'll need. This is great for taking wheels off. If you don't have one, I recommend you to get one. Rental kit, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Harbor Freight. You can pick one up pretty cheap. Makes the job go a lot easier. Brakes, I picked up from AutoZone. I always say go with gold or higher, so that you're not back out here 18 months or 2 years later changing brakes. So go with the best brakes. Also, it's recommended to change the rotors each time. I'm not changing rotors this time. The car barely has 60,000 miles on it. Always lay out what I'm gonna put together, and then we can begin. All right, so what we're gonna do here, real quick, is you're going to need a 35 millimeter torque, or you can use just a simple Allen. Put these in and simply loosen. I've already got them loosened just to simplify this job. One here, one there. These caps are dust caps that go on the end here. So once those are loose, you just want to take the spring out, and you do need a flathead screwdriver, which I'll get. This spring you just pry out. And remember to place this back in. That's why I've laid one here, so that I don't forget. I'm going back in with the new one. Release this. I've got the 2 bolts loose. Now this should slide realistically right off. Work it a little bit. Comes off. Remember, the brake caliper with the spring goes in the back next to the caliper. That's why I've laid it out here. The one with the spring, I have laid back here. Remember, that goes against the caliper. Now it's just a matter of taking these 2 out with the old. I lay it there just as a reference point so that it goes to the back. Sometimes these are in. You might need to just pry this out. It's been in. These are the original. And they come right out. Shouldn't be any harder than that. If it's that hard, you might want to check to make sure that these are not locked up. Now, as you can see, these brake calibers, these are indentions. These newer cars, where they have the electronic braking system, where I told you to make sure that it is released on the inside. If not, you can possibly damage this. It's released, so I'm okay. Also, check other vehicles, because there's a series of steps where you have to disengage this. 2017, you're fine with just disengaging from the inside. All right, so now what we're going to do, you can just set it there. I've already got this set up. This is a kit I got from O'Reilly. This will be placed on the brake caliper, because what you'll need to do is push that in so that the new brakes can go on. They're a lot thicker. So what you want to do is just line that up, those notches. Those lined up. Trying to hold it and get it at the same time. It should line up in those notches. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's not lining up. You want to make sure you grab the right one. There's a series of them there. This goes on, and you should be able to line it up on those notches. Right there, right inside. You just want to twist up. Make sure that's kind of snug tight. Make sure it's lined up on both sides. Now, take note of the caliper. Just the twist. If you're having to put out more than one hand twisting this, something is locked up. But this is how you compress that caliper in so you make room for the newer brakes. And you just twist it until it comes to a stop. Once it comes to a stop, then you're done. Simply release, place that over there. Now you can see it's all the way back in. You just take your new calipers. Remember, the spring is the one in the back. So I'm gonna place it here. You can see that it's a slot there in the back. Just place them along the slots. Same here. You can see the sweat. I am in Texas and it is summertime, so nice and hot. Should snugly fit on there. You just wiggle it, it'll give it just that extra little pressure to get on there. Once it's on, you just line it up. Make sure these remain in the notches. And remember, lay out what you're gonna put on. Remember this spring goes. Place that spring in there. It goes under there. And the spring fits right underneath. These go underneath each. Once you get there, these two bolts that you loosen, it's just a reverse process. Go on, get those in, and then you begin to tighten up. And that is it for changing the rear brakes on the 2017 Ford Fusion. And remember, as I was compressing the cylinder, remember I opened the master cylinder so that the pressure would be easy. All right, that's it.